Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, earlier today, not counting the slip and fall and the bang in the head, probably it's a new improved me, but uh, something, there are events going on in the real world that have a peripheral effect on gaming. And one such event I was looking at today, and it made me think. It really made me think about gaming. Why? Listen, if you know, like Joe the lawyer runs a 5e game with, I don't know, 20 pages of fucking house rules, and you get the house rules ahead of time. All right. I mean, I run with house rules. They're usually small, not a lot. I can usually give them verbally. Hey, this is what we do. This is how we cover this X, Y, and Z. Hey, if you're a human and playing Swords with Relight, you don't have at least 115. Your lowest score is a 15. Easy house rule, right? You know, uh, you're dead at the negative your level plus your Constitution modifier. Easy house rules. If you're in Joe the Lawyer's game, there's probably, I don't know, 15, 20 pages of house rules to his 5e game that makes it different from a standard 5e game. Right? This is part of gaming. We all go into things going, I think I can do this a little bit better, at least for me, to make the game run better for me. This is, your house rules, generally speaking, are there to make the game run best for the DMGM. It should also make the player's game more enjoyable, their time more streamlined, more useful. Everybody should get more enjoyment out of it, but it's there for a reason. It's usually not there to make things complicated. It's usually there to streamline. Usually. So, if you are presented with, I don't know, a dozen pages of house rules to your new campaign that you're going to be a player in, and you see them, you read them. Well, in theory, you read them. Okay. Let's be honest, a lot of players, a lot of people, all occupations don't read the house rules that they are given. They go, "Oh, I don't need to know this stuff. Anything comes up, the GM will tell me what's going on." Okay, so you're not investing your time into the game that you're going to be playing in. I understand. You're gonna basically phone it in, whatever. So if in that case, a house rule comes up and you go, "Huh?" And the GM explains to you, well, this is the house rule. It's in the rules that, those 12 pages that Joe, in theory, could have given you. Pay attention to these fucking pages, right? Because they're going to come up in game. But you know what? I'll give you a chance to rethink your action. It's like that. What you were going to do with the current house rules would have been, you know, your character would have been committing suicide. So here, we'll retcon it. We will tell you, advise you to reread the house rules. Reread them, see how they apply to this situation and decide accordingly. Your response to that should not be your house rules are wrong. This is how the game is played, and pretty much go fuck yourself. Because let's be honest, okay? The GM rules the roost. Maybe not in 1D&D. The DM might just be there to, like, as a mouthpiece. I don't know. That's what it's beginning to look like to me. But generally in role playing games, the GM is the arbiter, right? They're the judge. They're the ones that are supposed to be neutral. But if you tell the GM that their house was wrong, guess who's probably not going to be very neutral for very long? Because nobody likes to be told, you're wrong. I know better than you. But dude, we're playing in my campaign, right? We're playing in my 5e. No, I'm telling you, I know the rules. These aren't the rules, but I gave you the house rules. I gave you the house rules. You acknowledged you were given the house rules, and you agree that you would abide by the house rules. So now, why are you telling the GM you're wrong? Maybe because you don't have the skill as a player, right? Or maybe you're just in the wrong game. maybe you should never have said, "Yeah, I'll play in Tenkar's game." Oh, but I don't like those house rules for humans, and there's no infravision. Oh, I can't play in the game. My halfling has to have infravision, right? You know going in. So if you know going in, why are you going to argue it in game? Follow the rules, the house rules, or find a different game. All right. I hate. Yes, gaming is supposed to be a group cooperative play when we're talking about role playing games, certainly. But that also means that you abide by the rules as they are presented to you. And house rules are as valid, if not more valid, than any rule printed in the rule book. You might not be playing 5e by the book, and any GM that claims that they're running a game by the book probably isn't. I've tried running games by the book, and damn, it's not fun. But again, why argue? Why argue over stuff that you already agreed with in the beginning? But this is not; these aren't the rules that are in the book. Yeah, I gave you my house rules. I gave you the rules that we're going to be going by. These are the exceptions to the printed rules. You're wrong. Go find a different fucking game. Sorry. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe we shouldn't have house rules, right? Maybe everybody should be, but as long as you're told the house rules in advance, we're all on equal ground. I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts on house rules? What are your thoughts on changing how the game is run to better suit your needs as a GM, as a DM? Right? So long as the outcome should be relatively the same, right? You're just changing certain bits and pieces. Maybe you're changing 5e to be more old school, or maybe you're changing an old school game to have some 5e isms like advantage, disadvantage. As long as you know about it and you agree to it in the beginning, then why are you pitching now? Just pissing off the DM is not a great way to ensure longevity for your PCs. Just my observation. All right, folks. On that note, interesting times. We are still in the midst of the pandemic. Please, I beg of you, use your common sense. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I will be back again tomorrow, but no live stream. I got to tell Glenn I'm going to be at a comedy show in the People's Republic of New Jersey. I joke. I like to poke Joe Block a bit, and Michael Gross. I got my favorite New Jersey ice. The people that make that state worthwhile. The Garden State. They have to call it the Garden State because, in any case, folks, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. Manana. I'll catch you later.